2014-15, there was some cap constraints and bonus overages that necessitated something of a retool or transition period. Do you anticipate something like that being on the table again, or do you expect to remain competitive?
Well, the goal is always to remain competitive. Excuse me. Don mentioned the pieces that we have coming back are pretty good hockey players. I think we got a little taste of, potentially what the team might look like in games 3 and 4. I thought those 2 games obviously put us up 3-1. So, I think we can still be a competitive team, but there's a lot of work to do this summer. There's no question.
I'm sure the day after there was probably a lot of shock. I'd love to get just sort of a temperature gauge now that you've had a little bit of time since the loss. Maybe a couple of words from each of you to describe how you're currently feeling in this moment. Donnie,
for me, it's been quite an empty feeling, to be honest with you. You take a look at 2019, the loss in Game 7, this is a close second to that for me.
Frustrated, mad, accountable.
I at times have a hard time finding words for just how empty I feel, knowing all that was put into this season, all the potential we had for this run, and it's incredibly disappointing.
I mean, I echo all the responses thus far. It's an empty feeling that the players are going through it, and it's you look at the season and you lose sight of the accomplishment because of the failure, and that's ultimately what you're going to be judged upon, and that's what we sign up for. So you take the responsibility and ownership, as Monty just said. The accountability rests with each and every one of us, and it lives with you. It just does. It sits in the bones that people might not quite understand, but it does. And the disappointment for our fan base, because you just know the energy that they're going to provide if you're able to continue through the playoffs, and that's disheartening.